our mental attitudes shapes our view and experience of the world. It's not what happens to us, but how we respond to what happens is the key to resilience. And there's been a lot of research over the years on what we call explanatory style. So the same things can be seen as a threat or a challenge. And there's a lot of research on this. So the same thing could be a source of competition or cooperation, duty, privilege, problem or opportunity. A lot of people, when they're stressed, look only at the faults. They see only the problems and are convinced that's all there is to see. But it's rather like the upside down image of that girl's mouth. The brain is fooling you. So one of the things that we actually know is that we can have a huge impact on the way we feel about things in negative situations. And a lot of this research has been done around pessimism and optimism. And we know that pessimists tend to see themselves as the source of problems, whereas optimists tend to look elsewhere. Pessimists see problems lasting indefinitely, optimists see problems being short-lived, and finally pessimists see problems around them everywhere, where optimists tend to say, it's only specific. Now, why am I showing you this stuff about optimism and pessimism? Well, there's a huge amount of research which shows that some people naturally have an optimistic frame of mind, but you can learn to be optimistic. And optimism is very, very strongly associated with well-being. You feel more optimistic if you get the balance of positive and negative emotions right. If you get negative emotions outweighing the positive emotions, you slip into pessimism. The latest research is suggesting probably 40% of our well-being is directly under our control. So we've never been able to define it before, but now we can. 40% of our life satisfaction is directly under our control as a result of choices we make. You can choose to be a merit finder. In other words, you choose to look at the good things in any situation as opposed to a fault finder, or the people who choose to find nothing but fault. We've all got people we've worked with who do nothing but complain. We've all had experiences of colleagues who do nothing but complain. What they don't realise is they're making themselves more miserable than they need to be. Because, again, the research has shown that when people systematically try to turn themselves into merit finders, trying to find the good in every situation, they actually improve their well-being. They feel better. People respond to them better because they are nicer to deal with. The worst thing about negative emotions and stress is it makes you irritable. It makes you short-tempered. It makes you intolerant. And you may not realise this is happening. And you then blame your colleague for being uncooperative. But what they're doing is responding to the fact that you're treating them in a not very nice way without even realising that you're doing it. So the real point, though, here is the way we feel about the world is really up to us to decide. We have huge control over it. Some of it's outside of our control in the sense that we might be born with a slightly gloomy personality. But all the research is pointing in the direction that you can teach yourself to turn from someone who finds only fault to someone who can see the merit in almost any situation.